there, welcome back to Creatively Crafted Life. My name is Melanie. It's another purging / declutter video of my cardstock. We're nearing hopefully the end of the 12 by 12 here really shortly. I'm thinking 2 episodes. I know for some of you that's sad news, and other of you are probably saying thank goodness. Okay, so I think what I want to get through today is what I'm calling the family, baby, home, and maybe outdoor. And then that would just leave travel, vintage, and maybe winter. I think that's where we're at. So let's get started. Okay, so I do have some scrappy bits here. They were leftover bits from the collection. And normally I would pull these out and put them in my scrap bin, but I think there's too much, and these are very specific themes. So I think I'm okay leaving these in here, and I don't really feel the need to get rid of any of that. The buttons are super cute. I've paired that with a Studio Calico yellow dot, and this is paper, but it still works. Turquoise, I like that. From Goodfellows, from Fancy Pants 2016, I've got the cutter parts. It's kind of got a masculine, really father theme with the hexagons. And I think this is everything that I have from that collection. So it only makes sense to keep it together, and I think I'm okay with that. Okay, from Gather at Home from Cabella, I've got this really pretty floral cut aparts. Paired it with this kind of muted aqua color, and then the green. I really like this kit. Yeah. I'm also thinking that maybe I should move some of these page kits to where the themed cardstock is and just have them as a section in that theme. Does that make sense? So instead of keeping all my page kits in 2 bins, you know, something like the baby should go with the baby cardstock. That way I remember that I have it. So that's what I'm thinking about. Maybe just have the everyday ones in their own bin, because again, everyday is just such a large category. What do you think? This is Gather at Home. Again, all papers from the same kit, so you know they go together, and I'm happy with that combination. More Gather at Home. So this one just has the 2 sheets with the cut apart, but there are options on the other side. I like that. Yeah, that's good. Home again. I really must have been in a disbanding phase with these ones. So we've got the wood grain, a stripe, this floral, and then the cut aparts with the bows. I don't know that I'm loving this piece with these. I do like this together. I like that wood green with the dark, but I feel like this needs like a green or something. So from the last time, I have this green from Echo Park, Dots and Stripes. I'm thinking maybe of adding that one in instead. I don't know. This color is barely in here, if at all. But it's brighter, so it's kind of picking up the white. So maybe I should just leave it. Okay, I'm just going to leave it. Stop overthinking, Melanie. So do you ever do that when you're looking through your stuff or when you're doing a layout page? Do you ever overthink, and how do you combat that? Okay. I don't mind that either. Okay, Jen Hadfield, Heart of Home. This was a paper pad. Let's go through this. Again, I don't know that this is necessarily homey. This could be floral. I mean, it does say home in it, so maybe it is. Anyways, I'd asked you a question. Do you overthink when you scrapbook? And how do you combat it? Like, what sort of strategies do you use to kind of get yourself out of that Out of that funk of overthinking. Love that. That looks so pretty. The wood grain. Now this one to me should go in the floral section. There's nothing here that says home, so let's move that to florals. The little birds with the home, purple, not purple, navy, and then the blue, and then the brown. Okay, so this is interesting. The colors are good. I'm not loving this together, but I have 4 sheets, so I could mix and match. So do I leave it or do I move it? I'm going to leave it. So one of my strategies when I find that I'm overthinking things, one is just take a break, right? So walk away and come back, and hopefully you'd be less caught up in the moment. So that's one of my main strategies. And the other one is if I can't make a decision, or if it's a decision to make a change and I can't make a decision, then I just leave it the way it is. Now, I am not loving this kit at all. So I think this can go in my card making kit, because I think there's more there that I would use for cards than for a layout. I do like the little bird page, so that's going to go in with my animals. I like this. It'll go in green. And I like this too, so this is going to go in with my gray. And this is going to go in my backgrounds. Okay, so this definitely, these look like for cards. I'm not loving that. I like the pink and I like the plaid, but definitely would be a card making kit. So I could change this by adding a flag to the front of this kit so that I know that there's card making in here. And I'm just going to pair that other sheet and we're going to purge this one. Does that make sense? I add like a post-it flag on here so I know that I have a card kit, and I might actually just move that to the front. Which brings me to my next question is, do you do 12 by 12 paper for cards? So again, same deal. I'm going to purge this one. I think we're going to move this to the front card kit. And I don't hate that one. Let's see what we got going on here. Yeah, I don't hate that one. So let's move that, both of those into that one kit. Do you make card kits? Okay, I'm rambling here, you guys. I'm sorry. Do you make card kits out of 12 by 12 paper? And if so, what do you do with them? Because 12 by 12 is a lot of paper, right? I'm sorry, I'm distracted because now I'm thinking this should not go in here because this is not a card one. That's a scrapbooking layout. Okay, so I just pulled this from the card kit because to me this is more scrapbooking than cards now that I look at it a little bit closer. So if you were to make kits like this for cards, how many papers would you combine? And you know, how would you approach it? I find 12 by 12 quite large for card making, so it would make a lot of cards for sure. Okay, so I do not like this together at all. So the question is, if we factor out the bit that I've allocated for cards, I have one other kit. So let's put this with this. Then let's purge this one. Purge. I'm going to move that to my stash. I'm going to purge, and we're going to move this to my stash. Okay, one last look. Like I said, I'm rambling. Sometimes I don't know what I'm doing. So if it ever looks like I've got it all figured out, yeah, you guys, I really don't. I really don't have it all figured out. Okay, so there's no duplicates in there. That's good. Actually, this one was yeah, I was going to say, I thought I had one other one. Not just one kit, so let's pair that one. 2 kits for scrapbooking and 1 for card. And I'm just going to put that flag right there so that's what I know. Whew, that one was hard. Okay, One Big Happy Family. This is from Paper House. This should be interesting. I am going to just put these back in my stash. So this will go in my home section, this will go in the wood grain, and then I'm going to purge these two. This is going to go in my home section. This is going to get purged, purged, and purged. Purge, purge, and back in my main cardstock. I'm pretty sure we've seen this one once before, but I do like this kit. So I think we're going to keep this together. And I don't think I need to keep a second of these. So these are all getting purged. And I'm going to purge all of those as well. And I'm going to purge, purge, and keep those two. Okay, so I'm really not keeping very much of this. So we're just going to get rid of the divider. And this is just going to go in the main home section. Okay, we've got Park Lane Country Home. Okay, we've got yellow floral, a vellum, green, and the yellow. And I do like this. This needs to go in the floral section. This does not scream home. Okay, so this is interesting. So right off the bat, this is not my favorite pattern in the world. I don't hate it, but it's not my favorite. And the words on this one just said, a home is built with love and dreams, and it's repeated. This piece of paper is like a fabric piece of paper, and as soon as I touched it, and with this, I'm not saying we had this as wallpaper in our house growing up, but we had something quite similar in aesthetic. And I was going through photos the other day, and I saw a picture of the first house that my parents bought. It's a picture with my dad, and he's holding me as a baby. And I think that this kit is going to be a story prompt or designated for that. So I'm going to pull this out, and I'm going to write on here the inspiration. So this is photo of dad and baby me in front of first home. I think that would be a good fit, because again, when I see this paper, I think of the kitchen in that home. Okay, so that's gonna go in my story prompt section. Moving on. But the blue, this is a piece of vellum in green, and that has been paired with this kind of olivey color and this blue piece. Now this blue piece is interesting, right? It has a little tiny bit of foil in it, but I really do like it. Okay, so I like that kit. This is also going to go in florals. Same paper with the green background and a different blue and gray. And I did pair that with a home is built with love and dreams. A house is made with walls and beams. Yeah. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep this as a kit. It's going to go in my floral section. And I am going to put this in my stash. I just really like the sentiment. I don't know if I have any other pictures that would fit as well as the one that I've already designated, but just in case. Okay, now we've got Park Lane Heritage and Home. I really like this, although I don't love this together. I remember this paper pad. This paper pad had a lot of this grid with it, and I do like this color scheme, but I'm wondering if I should pair it with something else. Okay, if you're not sure, just leave it as is. So I'm going to remove this out. I don't think this screams home, so this is going to go in the floral section, even though technically it's leaves and not flowers. That's okay. This is kind of blown out and muted, but the back side is a gray, which I do like. So these two are just going to go in my stash. This floral with that color I do like. Would look really great if I had like a really dark purple, but anyways, neither here nor there. This is moving over to florals. small floral I don't mind with this gray. I don't mind that at all. Again, only 2 sheets, that's fine. Move that to my floral section. And then we have the houses, which I think is super adorable. Maybe this one would work with that green stripe. Oh, I like that. Okay, this was the Echo Park one that we pulled out earlier. Okay, so this will just remain in the home section. Okay, and the last section I think we're going to cover for today is Pink Paisley. I've got Auburn Lane here. I'm not sure why I just called it Pink Paisley, but I've got Auburn Lane. Now this one, again, I don't know that all of this necessarily screams home. So I like that. This may just end up going in the floral section. I like that. I like that. But do I like it as much as the second kit? Let's see. So I don't think I need to keep 2 of those. Okay, interesting. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this dark one out and add it to that kit. And I think what we're going to do is move that to my stash and purge. Okay, let's look at the first kit here. We did not mind that one. We've got the yellow and we've got a wood green. Oh, I like the yellow and the wood green much better than this one. Maybe if we pair the green in there. No, the green is too much. We do like this. I don't think I need to add the brown because I think that's too much. But do I want to disband it? You know what? I'm going to keep this one. And I am going to purge this and move those to my stash. I do really like this floral, so I don't mind having more than one of those, and I like that combination. Now we've got a black and white, which I like that. Black, white, and gray. And what do we got here? Yeah, I'm not loving this one. So I'm going to purge this. I love the houses, so that's going to go in my home section. And I like these enough to keep, I think. Just not as a kit. Cut aparts. I'm going to purge. Now this one, I went monochromatic with a little bit of pop of pizzazz. And I think what I'm going to do is purge both of these and move these to my stash. I do love these houses. So we're going to move. What are we going to do? Do I need to keep 2 of them? I think the idea behind this was that I could mix and match, which I do actually, I do like this. Okay, so we're going to keep that in the home section. I think the rest of these were all florals. Okay, I had a little bit of a mix up there to clean up. Okay, so what do we got in this one? Again, I think I was just trying to make these work. So I am going to purge this one. I'm going to purge this one, and these are just going to make their way into my stash. Okay, so like always, make your guess as to how much you think I am decluttering today. A little better than last time, I think. Once you have that locked in, let's take a measurement. I think it's a good 1/4 of an inch. Yep, 1/4 of an inch. So, good progress. I'm very happy with it. We're going in the right direction. Okay, so next time we're going to cover the last of the page kits. Again, let me know some of the answers to the questions that I asked throughout this video. Specifically, would you move the themed page kits to where the rest of the cardstock is for those themes? So move the home page kits to the home section, right? And the family with the family, keep them together. I think I'm leaning to that. I think I'm leaning that way. I just need you to push me over the edge to confirm that that's the right direction to go in. And yeah, let me know how your organization journey is going along. I'd love to hear what you're up to. And until next time, happy organizing.